What up, YouTube family? It's your girl Bella, Oh, so you can see that. Okay. So you guys, we have to pick ourselves. Remy says she's happy. She said, I'm happy. That's my only emotion. She said a lot more. He's mad that I'm actually smiling and laughing again. Hmm. She even dropped a gem saying that we women stay for the wrong reason. Stay because the person actually loves you, not because you're scared to leave. Hmm. Interesting. What about our girl Taraji? And I thought I was gonna find some type of article where she was speaking. But she was speaking about relationship because she finally found she finally found her happiness does not want to jeopardize that. That's pretty deep. No drama, no scandals, just a black woman saying, I like my peace more than begging for love. Taraji's rich, powerful, beautiful, and she ain't pressed. And you know what? That's it for 20, what, we on 20, going on 2026, but for the remainder of 2025, y'all, that's the new energy. My peace is a luxury. So we got to continue shifting the narrative on divorced women and kids. We got to kill the myth that if you're divorced with kids, no man will want you because as we can see, and they look pretty damn happy, Cardi and Remy look pretty happy to me. Yeah, they look pretty happy to me. That's Cardi with Stefan Diggs. He's a football player. Yeah, we don't have to settle anymore, you guys. Let's kill that myth. If you're divorced with kids, no man will want you. That's not true. The reality check is that that's a lie rooted in patriarchy. Yes, women are healing, thriving, glowing, and finding better love or choosing themselves without shame. Yeah, without shame. You don't have to be shamed to want happiness, to want to be loved correctly, right? I mean, you can be happy again. We all can. We can be happy again. There's no such thing as having to stay somewhere. Being a mother, a woman who was left a broken marriage isn't baggage. It's experience, wisdom, and growth. And I think men who see that as too much are just not enough. And let's be real with ourselves. The caliber of men, black men, that we once knew is not there anymore. I can remember growing up, everybody had a stepdaddy. Nobody was with their original owners. Men were stepping up to raise families back in the day. So Remy Ma airs out Papoose. She aired them out. Hey, being bold with it. Men who see that as too much are just not enough, ladies. Being a mother and a woman who left a broken marriage relationship is not baggage. It's experience, wisdom, and growth. So I am all for being on this rise of soft life and self love for black women. Soft life is trendy for a reason. Black women are choosing ease, joy, and peace. We are not struggling to prove our worth anymore, y'all. We want love, but we ain't begging for it. Have you ever stayed in something longer than you should have just because you were scared to be alone? Are you learning to love yourself outside of your relationship status? You do not need permission to choose you. You're not hard to love. You were just loving the wrong one too long. So it's a new era of black women. We are not riding or dying, y'all. We is not riding or dying for none of these Negroes, okay? We're healing, building, and flying. And if love doesn't add to our peace, we can walk away without fear, without shame, and without looking back. That's power, y'all. So, no more. I mean, and we could just look at plenty of women. You got Megan Good, she walked away. Tia Mowry, she walked away. This is where we keep it real and rooted in our truth, y'all. We're talking about black women reclaiming their power. We're going to leave these cheating ass men. We're going to love ourselves real hard. And we're going to flip the script on society lies because we haven't updated these lies that they tell about us. You know, Remy Ma admitted she couldn't take it anymore. She said, I never breathed so freely, y'all. That's deep. I never breathed so freely. And people would cry if they knew the truth. Have you ever been in a relationship and everybody around you thought this man was just a pot of gold? Because you don't tell your business, you don't tell what's really going on in your household, right? But you know, everybody thinking you got the perfect relationship, right? Oh, everybody want what you got. But inside those doors is hell. She took accountability, but she stepped away publicly. And she even offered to help Papoose with his legal fees. Now that is a woman who is ready to go. Why stand wouldn't have been strength. It would have been holding her back. Sometimes you may not be strong enough to leave at that moment, just at that moment. But we all got to find the strength to leave. Now, Cardi filed for divorce in July 2024. She's been pretty public about the breakdown. She went through a lot of things online. She aired out a lot. She recently demanded Offset sign the papers, right? And also, she had been seen thriving with Stefan Diggs, right? And that's another topic too, where he has a stereotype on him as well, you know. But I've always been a firm believer of just because that person was that way with that person, don't mean that they'll be that way with that person. So you don't get the same person with different people. You know what I mean? So Cardi filed for divorce. She's rich, she's powerful, and she publicly walked away. And that die slow moment showed she was no puppet, y'all. No shame, and she in seeking peace after trauma, new relationship. She a reminder that growth sometimes arrive in unexpected packages. But the point is, she was strong enough to leave. Now, Taraji, and I know Taraji, she's big on mental health, protecting her peace and things like that. This is her for the Met Gala. So, and I'm all down with Taraji on my mental health and protecting my peace because let me tell you one thing, ladies, your peace is your luxury. So I feel Taraji P. Henson when she said this. She is prioritizing herself and her mental health. As a single mom, where I think her son is an adult now, and she's an award winning actress, she is choosing herself, and it's not selfish, and it's necessary. She's built mental health programs for children out of peace and purpose. So let's show Taraji some love because her speaking on mental health impacts a lot of women. So now that we've gotten the important things out the way, right? Let's shift the narrative. Black women are no longer towing that ride or die line when there's disrespect. Myth busting. Women divorced with kids aren't less attractive. They're experienced, self aware, and empowered. Embracing healing, boundaries, and self love. That's not weakness, it's power. Okay? Now, here is an article on living single, and I don't encourage living being single, but sometimes it's mandatory, right? Living single, 5 reasons why black women can enjoy being solo dolo. There's there's absolutely nothing wrong with being single when you're not quite ready to mingle. There's nothing wrong with it. So the article goes on, I guess it's giving you 5 reasons why you should not be, why you can be single, like it's okay. And I already see one that I abide by. Uh, Self care. I think that should definitely be number one. Self care. See the world traveling. I agree. This is a perfect time to get out there, see the world traveling, see and seeing what's out there. Journaling. I agree. I have a journal by my bed. Find your tribe. I am for this. This is a great time to find your tribe to see, you know, things you have in common with that you probably wouldn't even know, and making it about you, me, myself, and I. Man, I agree. I like that list. I like that list. So, um, choosing the soft life. Soft life is just equals joy, rest, and freedom. If your peace is threatened, ain't no shame in walking away, ladies. So I want to hear from you, queens. Did you leave something toxic and find peace? Drop your truth in the comments. I really want to know. Also, tag someone, tag a sister, tag a cousin who needs permission to choose herself. Share this because sometimes our stories empower others. So let me make sure that I got all my talking points out. So, black women are reclaiming their power, and I'm so happy for it. I'm so happy that we're walking away from cheating, toxicity, outdated myths, and we stepping into our peace, power, and purpose, y'all. So, all right. My mouse is stuck. My computer's stuck. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. Okay. So you guys, this thing is tripping. So I'm gonna end this on this note. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So yeah, sorry, y'all. So like I said, I want to hear from you guys. Make sure you drop a comment. Let me know how you feel about this. Tag a sister who need permissions to choose herself. We're putting ourselves first. Our story empowers other. Again, this is Black Culture is Lit TV. I'm your girl Bella. This is where we celebrate your shine, your story, and your self love. Remember, being single isn't lonely. It can be liberating. Y'all stay lit, stay love, and stay you. Peace.